The Windrush scandal is something that emerged in 2018 and took place during the tenure of Mrs. May of the Home Office. And this is something that should have been sorted out. It was found to have been wrong, and people who had been affected, those people who had British-born subjects who had arrived in the UK before 1973, the Windrush generation, 75 years ago today, the Windrush arrived in the UK, and the payments, the redress that is owed to these people is still not complete. 5 years after the government granted redress for those people wrongly classified as illegal immigrants in the obsession of Theresa May's hostile environment, in the obsession to distract from the real problems that Cameron's austerity, May's stupidity, Boris's weakness, and Liz Truss's asinine misdirection. 5 years from all this, this misdirection to pillory migrants, because the present government is getting it so dramatically wrong, and just over 1,000 claims have been paid. Over 2,000, nearly 2,500 claims have produced no evidence to suggest that they have suffered loss or detrimental impact. 382 have been rejected on eligibility grounds, and 2,138 have still to be decided upon. And Priti Patel has tried to defend herself to the ITV, who asked her if she was going to apologise. She said, actually, we have simplified the application process. We've made big changes to the claim form, for example, to make it simpler and easier to use. We've held hundreds of face-to-face events with hundreds of thousands of people over the past few years to really hear from them at the grassroots level what their experience is going through the process. The point is, if they were involved in that Windrush generation, a positive government response would be to apologise and make sure people got the payments. Instead, the onus has been shoved back on the people who have been abused to prove that they've been abused. What a corrupt, what a nasty process this is. HMT Windrush docked in England 75 years ago, bringing immigrant workers from the Caribbean to help fill post-war labour shortages. We're in the same position again today. Where are we going to get those labour shortages filled today when we treat immigrants so demonstrably poorly? Not only people who came here 75 years ago still waiting to be properly recognised, still waiting to be declared loyal and hard-working citizens as they thought they were. Instead, pilloried as immigrants by these second-rate ministers with an ideological chip on their shoulder. I couldn't be any more angry, actually, I think, even if I tried. Incorrectly classified as illegal migrants. And some of them were from countries outside the Caribbean, that's true. Having difficulty now because of that illegal classification to access healthcare. People who have lived their lives in the UK, some of them were deported. And Suella Braverman is arrogant enough to say, well, we've simplified the application process. Why simplify the application process? Why is there an application process anyway? She should be doing the running. It's time for her to get off her arse and actually function. and at the same time get the civil servants who she treats so poorly to function as well. This is an excuse for government. This is not government.